Yo, what's up guys, welcome back, TCG Metagame Breakdown for early December, end of November 2021. The Remote Duel YCS is nearby, upcoming weekend, so let's take a look. A lot of different deck lists. I'll try to get, all the sources in the video description, so feel free to check them out. If I forget any, again, feel free to, give me, a note in the comments, like always. So let's zoom in. A lot of deck lists ready. So, first of all, first tournament, let's start off with the regionals, or with a regional won by Swordsoul. I mean, again, we have so many decks viable, playable currently in the TCG. We have Swordsoul, we have Bird.deck, we have Tri-Brigade with, of course, birds as well, or Zodiac. And Invoked, not to forget, Shadows, mainly Invoked, Fusion.deck, right, with Enforcer, obviously, and many more. Virtual World, I've seen popping up more. PK variants with Burning Abyss, all of those definitely have a chance to win the upcoming YCS this weekend. So left side, Virtual World, I mean, we know the deck lists by now. I think the card that the engine, I guess, that surprises me the most is the 10E package. I personally prefer Pure, but I guess, 10E on its own has like a full, sub-engine as well, which counters other, or at least stuff like, the token collector, for example. Right side, second place, I think the best deck currently, but other decks are so close. Bird.deck, we know why, it's so powerful. The extra deck, Zeus, the F-Zero, Avian as well. We see a lot of Mystic Mines. Banlist season is really close, and Mystic Mine is again up there. Top 4, this is cool. I like Trap Tricks, even though it's a super trap based deck. No Temple of the Kings this time, but Chalice. We see Forbidden Chalice coming up much more. Hitting stuff like Artifact Sight, even though you have a card on your side of the field where, let's say, Impermanence will not be able to activate from the hand. Right side, Dragon Link, it's still there. There are a couple of Dragon Link decks here in, the video, but it seems that other deck lists or other decks are a bit more powerful. But then again, we see a lot of Phoenix Enforcer in decks, and this is one of those decks that, has a very strong extra deck, obviously, and the strategy is still so strong, even though it was, the best deck probably in our previous format. Top 8 decks, any surprises? Tri-Brigade is still there, main decking the Phoenix Enforcer, obviously, but Rescue Cat is still a very strong first turn play, a very versatile first turn play, depends, on the rest of your open hand. Could turn itself into Anaconda, Anaconda into Phoenix Enforcer, or any other link to play and go from there. Right side, Floowandereeze, and at least from all the deck lists, Floowandereeze feels super underrepresented, so that might give us a tell that for, let's say, a multiple round 10 to 11 round YCS, it might not be the most consistent deck to, but it might get like that sneaky win in the top cut, or that one guy that tops with Floowandereeze. That might definitely be possible, but I feel other decks are a bit better. Might be the case, right? I'm not a Floowandereeze player. Top 8, left side, we see Invoked, Fusion decks are still there. Schism is still a ridiculous card, a one-card engine, and the thing is that these decks can definitely play Maximus again, because people aren't preparing for Maximus. Should they? Maybe. Especially for the YCS, you can definitely expect rogue decks. Again, I'm looking at Invoked decks, which, could rely on stuff like Maximus, and you could punish your opponent for using their Maximus, right? Sending Nova or whatever from your extra deck to the graveyard. So, it's strong. Maximus is definitely a strong play, but a risky play. Right side, we see Pendulums. This is more of a pure Pendulum Magician build. Triff's list is indeed in here as well. His list is completely different, but it is what it is. I mean, if I would play Pendulums, but again, it's my small 2 cents. I personally prefer this kind of way, but I mean, you're heavily relying on sight as well. But still, it's definitely on the ban list radar, also Artifact Sight. Next tournament, a couple of deck lists as well. First place, again, Swordsoul. And it seems that, well, Triple Droplet, that should be a staple pretty much across our designator. Can we say it might have been an overhyped card? Again, it's still quite early. But, yeah. right? It was super expensive when it was first released, but not too many decks are main decking it. People prefer Droplets, Impermanence, of course, and Chalice, Forbidden Chalice. Or right side Sky Striker, also pretty much an underdog deck. We saw Peck also winning the VIP qualifier for the Remote Duel YCS, I think, with Sky Striker, so definitely don't underestimate this deck. It's still super consistent, but it needs more engage, right? It is what it is for us TCG players. Left side we see Swordsoul again with Tenyi, a superb or a big Tenyi package, while right side a very similar deck list. Well, order I guess in the main deck, a little more traps. But other than that, okay, Chalice in the main deck, it is what it is, right? Those small differences between both decks. Instant Fusion also just fine as a one-off. Left side Bird Up, any surprises? No, I don't think so. I feel if I would, you know, like put one deck up there that would win the upcoming Remote Duel YCS, I would pick this deck. Bird Up, but you know, it's iffy. Right side, that's cool. We see like every week or every 2 weeks when I make these videos, like a metagame breakdown for the TCG, there is always like 1 or 2 Madolche decklists topping. It's strong. It got a boost because of Small World. I thought, or you know, like an underestimated card. But we saw previously that a lot of decklists were main decking it. A lot of different decks, archetypes were main decking Small World. So get your copies while you still can. Not sure how expensive they are, you can trade for them, right? Left side, it's if it's not Bird dot deck that would win the YCS, it might be this. Rank 3 dot deck, well, PK shenanigans, not really rank 3, but you know what I mean. A small Burning Abyss package as well, good stuff dot deck as we've seen or are seeing in the OCG, which is currently, it's the best deck over there. Even though, again, their format is different. Right side, again, Swordsoul, no surprises. Next tournament, won by Prankits. A superb under the radar deck. Not too many Prankits deck lists here today, but again, an under the radar deck. It's very easy counterable, if that's a word, but it's there. Don't overlook it. The one of Mystic Mine is again one of those cards that it's on my ban list radar. Second place, we are seeing more and more rank 3 decks, right? Burning Abyss, small, most of the time like a very small Burning Abyss package, right? Phoenix Enforcer is superb here in the deck, and I definitely agree with the Dark Ruler no more, giving you more flexibility if you go second. More decklist. Virtual World, we've seen, like especially past weekend, we see more Virtual World, and the thing is that as I've seen some, at least a couple of days ago, is that there's a hybrid, you know, with Virtual World and Swordsoul. That's something I want to try out. I've seen other decklists running more like up to, you know, 45, 50 cards in the main deck, but running Small World as well. So it might be something to test out. I like that you can, you know, put up Fleur, for example, you know, before your 5th summon, or before your opponent can Nibiru you, and you can go from there. And you know, Virtual World is quite, well, vulnerable to stuff like Nibiru. So I like this hybrid. I might want to try it out. Or yeah, might be. More Phantom Knights, again, no surprises, I think. While 5th place against Sky Strikers, a couple of Sky Striker lists. Reason why it's doing so well, it's consistent, even though there's only 1 engage. Plus it can run a very powerful Floodgate. There can only be 1, if I'm not mistaken. So it's, yeah, one of those decks, and it definitely got a boost, just like other decks, but I feel Sky Strikers a bit more with the release of Phoenix Enforcer. Madolches again, as we've seen before, goes a match there, and the Small World, obviously, right, boosting up the consistency. Bird.deck Lurlisk Tri-Brigade this time, while last top 8 decklist Invoked.deck with Small World as well. Okay, that's cool, but again, Maximus is such a powerful play into Schism. Next tournament was won by Bird Up, again, no surprises. You know, okay, that's something I haven't mentioned yet, is the release of Brothers of Legend, yeah. You know, this deck got more tools because of that, and also the Droplet reprint. But first place, it's on my radar. Bird.deck to win the YCS. Second place, this was full Burning Abyss. Okay, that's cool. No, you know, most of the time it's the other way around, Phantom Knights featuring Burning Abyss, but pure Burning Abyss, okay, it has been a while, it's still live, even though it was released back in 2015. Swordsoul, 40 card sharp, pretty self-explanatory, pure version, a lot of anti-cards, crossout, droplets, imperm, double Nibiru obviously, because of crossouts, the one of Failure, again, double Blossom, and of course the Phoenix Enforcer, giving you more tools to work with. Yeah, more Swordsoul. Again, no surprises, very similar list as the one we've seen just now. Virtual World, and this is the list that I was talking about a couple of moments ago. Virtual World Swords. Yeah, must be nice. 50 cards in the main deck. Again, something I definitely want to try out. Featuring Small World, the Worm Floodgates, I forgot its name. You know which one I mean. Left to effect failure here, the upper left corner. Something as, again, deck card, blocking a lot of decks, a very solid answer against PK decks, for example. But again, this hybrid, it's definitely something that I want to try out, see how it works. The one of, well, like Eldlich deck here today, featuring Evil Twins, again a hybrid we've seen before, again something I might want to try out in the future, even though I'm personally not a huge fan of Eldlich, but it is what it is. Next tournament. Let's move a little bit more quickly. Drytron. It's, I think, the only decklist here today. It's fading away. It's definitely fading away. So for like a YCS caliber or like tournament this weekend, we might see maybe one, maybe two in top 32 cuts. But I mean, who knows? Who knows? But again, it feels underperforming, right? Prankets as well. Polymerization build. I like that. That's cool. Running Polymerization, I would like main deck the Prankets card, the Search card, right? Patchwork, yeah, that is the name I was looking for. Might be the case, but then again, you're forcing yourself to run those bricks, the Edge Imp cards, right? Invoked again, no surprises, featuring Mystic Mine, more PK. Again, no surprises, it baffles me that Tour Guide is still at 3 or currently at 3. Yeah, Leo against Synchron. Yeah, I think he's, super into Junk Double dot deck. That's cool, again, more support recently, but it still feels super, well, weak to hand traps, even though the deck definitely has the capability to play through some hand traps, even though it's not the most consistent deck. Dragonlynx again, as we've seen before, not too many surprises, right? No Phoenix Enforcer. Yep, no Phoenix Enforcer. Okay, that's cool. While Shadows, but again, no surprises. The Dynamysicus, the Paleozoic trap card. Yeah, it's something we've seen, Shadows main decking before. And last, for this particular tournament, Phantom Knights. Again, no surprises, I think, rank 3 deck. Last, some extra lists. This got my attention. 2 Shark decks. One here this time featuring the Retort Fusion, again, Secret Rare as well. I feel it's just a matter of time that this card will pop off. But again, like a deck that I might playtest soon. Rank 4 deck featuring Bahamut Shark and totally awesome. Again, Drytron, first place. Main decking the, what's it, D-Force, I believe the name is, and Plasma as something we've seen before. Why would you run Dasher in Drytron, right? Again, Zodiac this time, again, has been a while. First place decklist featuring Tri-Brigade. I like it. I mean, you know how powerful the normal summon Red Peer is. Thrift's list featuring Pendulums, more Zephyras. Again, this is, super different compared to the Pendulum list we've seen before. Virtual World, again, pure Virtual World, no shenanigans, featuring Swordsoul. Again, something that's, again, on the rise. Virtual World, don't overlook this one. Swordsoul again featuring a small package of a Tenyi, I guess capitalizing a little bit on the Tenyi package and giving you more answers to, let's say, Token Collector, right? While the last list, yeah, the second Shark deck list that I've mentioned before, but no traps this time, but more, a little more hand traps? Well, I guess only Droll, but more, as in more aggressive, that's the name, at least that's the word I was looking for, right? Triple Retort Fusion as well. So it is what it is, our format is, at least it feels super diverse. I'm eager looking forward to our upcoming YCS this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, and then we see how the decks are stacking up against each other. But I feel it's either Bird.deck, Lyrilisk.deck, or the Phantom Knight hybrid, rank 3, featuring maybe a small package of Burning Abyss. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Riddim signing out. Peace.